April 4th, and lots of Walt Disney World news for you guys today. First of all, for those of you who would like to meet Joy and Sadness from Inside Out, you now can! Yay! You can meet them actually at Epcot at the character spot opposite Baymax. So you're going to have Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy on one side of the breezeway, and then you're going to have Baymax on the other, as well as Joy and Sadness. There's two separate lines for Joy and Sadness, so just keep that in mind. But you will, well, one separate line for Baymax and one separate line for Joy and Sadness, I should say. They will be meeting from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the evening, so you've got a nice long time period to get to see them. They will be meeting in headquarters. So for those of you who saw the movie, headquarters is, of course, in Riley's head. And it's going to be a really interesting meet and greet. I believe that they do sign, so if you are autograph getters, that's great news for those people. And if you're not, well, they, of course, post pictures with you guys, too, so that's good news, too. We're moving to the Stave Church in Norway Pavilion at Epcot, and that will be closing for a refurbishment. So it will be closed from April 18th until May 27th, reopening on May 28th. So, not sure if this gives credence to the rumored May opening of Frozen Ever After, but that's something to consider as well. For those of you who enjoy the summertime at Epcot, you're going to be able to experience the Sounds Like Summer concert series. And this concert series features tribute bands, and they're tribute bands from multiple different facets of pop culture. And they come and perform nightly at Epcot. They're really good. They perform at the American Gardens Theater. Actually, I caught the band that plays as the Bee Gees last year. They were really, really good, actually really on point, really had a solid performance, and there was lots of dancing and embarrassing of children going on. But on June 5th through the 11th, you're going to be able to hear Don't Look Back, which is a tribute to Boston. June 12th through the 18th, Hotel California, a salute to the Eagles. June 19th to the 24th, with new band, Rumors, which is a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. You've got June 25th through July 1st, Simply Tina, a tribute to Tina Turner. July 2nd through the 9th, we have Stayin' Alive, which is a tribute to the Bee Gees. That's the one that I saw last year. It's really, really good. I'm jealous for those of you who actually get to see them this year. July 10th through the 16th, we have Bruce in the USA, a tribute to Bruce Springsteen, also new this year. And then from July 17th to the 23rd, we have DSB, a tribute to Journey, and I've heard very good things about them as well. So lots of great bands coming back to Epcot this year, as well as new bands coming to Epcot for the Sounds Like Summer concert series. It will take place at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 p.m. Now, we have a lot of attractions that just closed at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So if you're heading to the studios, know that you're not going to see everything anymore. We have Lights, Motors, Action closed. We have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Movie Play Adventure Set. And the Streets of America have closed. Now, Ryder's Stop was supposed to close. However, it is going to be housing a sort of lounge area, waiting area for guests who would like to go to Sci-Fi Dine-In. And they have some appetizer options that you can get, such as pretzels, nuts, and a cheese and meat tray. You do have to pay for these, so just keep that in mind. It will come at an additional cost, but at least it's an option for those who are waiting for their Sci-Fi Dine-In reservations. For those who are looking for Star Wars merchandise, Watto's Grotto has closed as well, and that is where everybody could get a bunch of Star Wars merchandise. It was back in the back over by Lights, Motors, Action, and you're going to be able to find at Tatooine Traders, they construct your own lightsaber or droid, pins, apparel, and more. At the Star Wars Launch Bay, custom magic bands, those are really cool. Star Wars artwork and replica costumes, very costly, very costly. And at Legends of Hollywood, you're going to be able to find Star Wars clothing, toys, and souvenirs. So if you're looking for Star Wars stuff, that's where you're going to be able to find it. As well, speaking of Star Wars, they actually debuted quite a few new Star Wars activities of entertainment options. We have the Star Wars A Galaxy Far, Far Away, which is a live stage show that celebrates iconic moments from the Star Wars saga. and it features Star Wars characters as well, like Kylo Ren, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, and Darth Maul. Also saw that C-3PO, R2-D2, and BB-8 made an appearance as well. So for those of you who are looking for those characters, that's where you're going to be able to find them in this cool new stage show. There's also the Stormtrooper March, which will include Captain Phasma, and she is going to lead the First Order Stormtroopers as they march in formation from the Star Wars launch bay to the center stage area. And this will occur multiple times a day, as well as the Star Wars A Galaxy Far, Far Away show. So I would suggest checking your My Disney Experience app or the Times Guide for showtimes. Moving to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Lots of news for Disney's Animal Kingdom for those of you who are excited about that. We have some more details about the Tree of Life Awakening. This is going to be where the Tree of Life comes to life every night with spirit animals. It's going to be energy brought to life by fireflies that surround the tree, and other animations are going to magically appear as well. So it's kind of like the castle show that takes place right now. It will of course take place on the Tree of Life instead. It's going to take place in 2 to 3 minute animal fable. It's kind of like a 2 to 3 minute little scene that's going to happen every so often. There will also be some shorter scenes as well, so that's something to keep in mind. It's not like a one-time show like Celebrate the Magic is, so that's something also to keep in mind. And guests will be able to view the awakening in front of the Tree of Life. Can't view it anywhere else, so can't view it behind the Tree of Life or the side, only in the front. And the awakening is not connected to the Rivers of Life, as we originally thought it was. We also learned some more information about Tiffins, which is the upcoming restaurant for Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is going to be a signature restaurant. It will specialize in the theme of travel, specifically themes of travel to Africa, Asia, Europe, and of course the Americas. You're going to come upon an enormous map and globe when you enter this 252-seat restaurant. And it's actually going to be separated into 3 different sections, sort of similar to Skipper Canteen is right now. It's going to be separated into the Trek Gallery, which focuses on Asia, the Safari Gallery, which focuses on Africa, and the last gallery is actually going to be one that focuses on the animals that the Disney Conservation Fund protects, which I think is a really interesting idea. It's a really unique way for Disney to promote the animals that they actually protect. Menu items are going to include lobster popcorn Thai curry soup, grilled octopus, salad drizzled with champagne vinaigrette, frog legs, tempura, black-eyed fritters, a cheese and liver pate. For entrees, it's going to include Berber spiced lamb chop, pork tenderloin, miso glazed black cod, pan-seared duck breast and leg confit, Wagyu strip loin and braised short rib, a whole sustainable fish, and then for dessert, it's going to have creme brulee, peanut butter mousse, or a classic ice cream sundae. Of course, additional beverages are available for those who are 21 and older. And it looks like it's going to be a really, really nice high-end restaurant because it is going to be that signature restaurant. So it's going to be 2 table service credits for those who are on the Disney dining plan. There's also going to be the Nomad Lounge, which is going to be connected. And with the Nomad Lounge, there are going to be festive banners that are hung in the center. And each one is going to pose a different question about traveling the world and the thrill of discovery. And during the visit, guests are invited to jot down answers to the questions and hang them on decorative or write them on decorative tags that are provided by cast members. And later, your responses will be hung on the tag chandelier. So it's kind of a neat, unique little way to get involved in the show at the Nomad Lounge. The Nomad Lounge will feature small plates, as well as beer, wine, and mixed beverages. And these plates will include vegetarian summer rolls, Indian buttered chicken wings, so you can bet that I'm going to be enjoying those, seared Wagyu beef skewers, and honey glazed coriander spiced pork ribs. And they're going to be a bevy of beverages, including specialty martinis, after-hour liqueurs such as Bailey Irish Cream, Tia Maria, and Amaretto. And there's going to be freshly ground coffees like espresso, cappuccino, and coffee colada with rum and coconuts, as well as dessert lines that will be available as well. I know that a lot of people have said that they believe that Tiffins, as well as the Nomad Lounge, will be opening in on April 22nd with everything else. That is not what I've heard, nor is it what has been announced. These two restaurants areas are expected to be open in the summer. There is no official date that I have seen, so it will be a very big surprise to me if they actually open on the 22nd. Um, for those who are heading to the Magic Kingdom, the Walt Disney World Railroad will be closed from April 11th through April 22nd. For those of you also heading down, more monorail closures. The monorail will be closed on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 11:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. This is just for the express monorail. The resort loop monorail will still run as scheduled. For those of you who are heading to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, there's a brand new tour that's been introduced. It's called The Sense of Africa, and it's a behind-the-scenes tour that gives guests a unique peek into the people, food, art, and animals of Africa, as well as sensory experiences. The tour will debut on April 9th, and it will be a 3.5-hour experience. It begins with breakfast at Boma, and cast members will share stories of their homeland of Africa, as well as some tidbits of the restaurant itself. Guests will also be able to enjoy exclusive African dishes as well that are special for the actual tour that is unique from the restaurant menu. Following the meal, guests will then board a special safari truck that will take them backstage for a series of close-up encounters with some of the resort's most beloved animals. That will include the giraffe, the okapi, the ostrich, and the Red River hogs. Of course, do keep in mind these are live animals, so you may not see any or all, but you at least have the opportunity to see them. The tour will cost $249 a person, and guests must be at least 10 years old to participate. The experience is only offered on Tuesdays and Saturday mornings. So if you're wanting to take advantage of this really unique tour, only Tuesdays and Saturdays. At Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, beginning Wednesday, April 6th, guests will be able to enjoy extra festivities every Wednesday. The Three Caballeros Kids Parade will kick off in the El Centro lobby at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. And in addition, throughout the day, guests can enjoy special recreational activities and try out traditional roasted street corn and other Mexican treats from the food cart that's going to be found in the lobby. And finally, today, finishing up at the Grand Floridian Resort, the Princess Promenade, which was actually introduced a couple of weeks ago. It will begin at 3:45 on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And with the promenade, Cinderella actually comes out and she does this procession through the actual Grand Floridian with the children that are there at the hotel at that time. So it's a cute little activity for those who will be there. So that's going to do it for the Mouse Bites today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And for those who are looking for all this information, be sure to check out the Mouse for Less blog, where you'll find all of this and more. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Mouse Bites.